Hey, what's going on guys? It's me, Aiden. Welcome back to another video. Now today, I have some really big news relating to some Miraculous Season 4 dates, as well as an update to the Shanghai special date, which is probably more important. Now, we do have a lot to cover today, so I will leave time codes down in the description below so you can skip around. Now, I do want to let you know that my website, MiraculousLadybugNews.com, has an interactive calendar that shows all of the episodes and which day they're coming out. So if you're interested in that, highly recommended you go check that out, as well as it has a countdown to the exact second that the episode airs, so you can go check that out if you're interested. But yeah, let's just go ahead and hop right into this video because the Shanghai special date that was going to be airing on Family Channel tomorrow, Friday the 2nd of April, has been delayed. Now, for those of you new to the fandom, you might be like, what, why, what the heck is going on? But for those of us who have been here for a few years, we know that this is nothing out of the ordinary. Now, don't worry too much because we are still getting the Shanghai special on the 4th of April, so it is just a few days pushed back. Now, the biggest downside to this, I would say, is that it's coming out in the French dub and not the English dub, which is unfortunate. Now, Family Channel did say that they were going to be airing it in April at some point. We just currently do not know. When we do learn about that, though, I will update you with a separate video. Now, as far as the time that this is going to be airing, it's going to be 8:45 a.m. France time because this is airing on TIFO, which is in France. Now, for those of us who live in the US like I do, this episode will be out before we get up on the 4th. That is, of course, assuming that you get up after 3 a.m. EST. And just to be perfectly clear, this episode does air at 2:45 a.m. EST. So I guess if you wanted to stay up for the premiere, which I don't know why you would, because I don't even think you're going to be able to watch it during the premiere. But anyway, it's there. So yeah, that was just a quick update on the Shanghai special because the date did change. Now, with that being said, we do have a new episode of Season 4 coming out this Saturday on the 3rd, just a few days away. Now, that episode is the episode Truth. Now, you may remember that we had a date confirmed for Truth on April 11th, but now we have this new one coming out on RTS, which is in Switzerland, still going to be airing in French though. Now, this comes out at 8:10 a.m. Switzerland time, which is also the same as France time, but in EST, that is 2:10 a.m. So again, this is going to be out before we get up, assuming that you wake up after 2 to 3 a.m. So yeah, we can just look forward to it when we wake up. Now, that is a common theme throughout this month, aside from the Gloob episode, which is airing on the 13th, but we don't really know what that episode is yet, so it's actually very likely that that's going to be either truth or lies, so we just don't know yet, but don't be surprised if it ends up not being a new episode that we haven't seen before. Now, we do have a synopsis for Truth. This is the only episode we have a synopsis for, so I'm going to be going over that. Since becoming the new guardian of the Miraculous Box, Marinette has been overwhelmed. She doesn't see her friends anymore, abandons Cat Noir, and misses all her dates with Luca. Luca senses that Marinette has a secret, but she can't tell him that when she leaves, it is to become Ladybug and save Paris. Deeply hurt that Marinette doesn't trust him enough to confide her secret, Luca is akumatized into Truth. Helped by his sentient monster Pharaoh, a giant eye capable of forcing people to tell the truth, he not only wants to know Marinette's secret, but also Ladybug and Cat Noir's secret for Shadow Moth. Now, this is actually the very first episode of Season 4, like the official first episode, so this is likely going to introduce a few things that is going to be a common theme in the rest of the season. Like, for example, it will hopefully explain what Ladybug's new suit is when she uses the Lucky Charm is. That I would hope that they would explain that in this episode. Now, we also got a few screenshots for the episode Truth, so I will be going over those. Now, this first one was released by RTS on their scheduling guide, where we also got the date and the synopsis for this. Now, in this photo, we can see the Miracle Box to the left, and all the little capsules are open. We can see Tiki flying with some sort of hat that it looks like Marinette made. It sort of looks like Marinette is sitting in front of a makeup box, so this is likely when she's preparing to go meet Luca for their date. Maybe she's putting on makeup or something like that. So yeah, nothing really too big here, but it is a new screenshot from Truth. Now, we also got another screenshot from Gloob this time. And in this one, we can see a silhouette of Ladybug and Cat Noir, which, by the way, don't really look like Ladybug and Cat Noir. I don't know, it just looks really weird. It looks like a drawing that was put on here. I'm not sure. Now, in the back, we can see Luca's sentient monster Pharaoh, or however you pronounce it. I'm pretty sure it's Pharaoh, but I don't know. Now, this sentient monster is showering them with a ray of light. Now, we actually saw the same thing in a similar screenshot with Alia being illuminated like it was like she was in a spotlight. So my guess is this is what happens when the Pharaoh is forcing them to tell the truth. So it's likely that Ladybug and Cat Noir are going to have to answer some sort of truth to the Senti monster. Now, we don't know like what that is, but presumably it's going to be like, what's your identity? Now, if you remember in a trailer, and I actually talked about this, there was a saying where Ladybug said like, I am Ladybug, right? And so my guess is this is actually when she is going to be saying I am Ladybug, because if the Pharaoh Senti monster asks, who are you? Ladybug, it wouldn't be a lie to say I am Ladybug, because if she's Ladybug, then that would be a truth, right? So that's likely where that line comes from. There's not going to be a reveal, guys, relax. So yeah, I thought this was a very interesting screenshot. Now there is one more screenshot. Now this isn't officially from Truth. We don't know what episode this is from. I'm just lumping it in with Truth because I think that's when it's going to occur. And we see Nuru hugging Dusu. Actually, it's the other way around. Dusu is hugging Nuru. My guess for when this is it's as soon as like the Peacock Miraculous gets fixed, because we do know that we're going to be seeing some shots of Gabriel fixing the Peacock Miraculous. So my guess is Dusu is just going to be very happy about that and run up, or I guess fly over to Nuru and be like, yay, I'm fixed or whatever. All right, so that's all the screenshots that I have from... So that's really all I wanted to talk about Truth. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the second episode airing this month called Lies. Now this is going to be airing April 10th, exactly 1 week after we get Truth. So it is another Saturday. And again, this is coming from RTS in Switzerland, so it is going to be in French again. All the episodes this month so far that we have confirmed are not in English, so just keep that in mind. Now, as far as the time, this is going to be airing at 7:55 a.m. Switzerland time, also France time, and that is 1:55 a.m. EST, so again, super early. Now, we don't have a synopsis for this episode, but we do know that this is going to be the Adragami version of Truth, right? So that's really like all we know, but we do know that there's going to be some sort of like Adragami drama there. Lies is likely going to be Kagami because she feels that Adrian is lying to her, right? So, you know, Truth was Lucanet, Lies is Adragami, Truth and Lie, they sort of go together. It feels sort of like a two-part special, but it's not. Now, keep in mind, this is the official second episode of Season 4, so I thought it was funny that they put both of the shipping episodes right at the beginning of the season. I don't know if there's a reason for that, but I guess we'll find out. Now, we do have a couple screenshots from this episode. Now, this first one, we can see Adrian and Kagami. It looks like they both received a text message at the same time, so they're checking their phones. That'd be my guess as to what's happening here. Other than that, don't really know, like, what's going on. It sort of maybe looks like they're in an art room or something. I don't know. There's just, like, a lot of weird artsy stuff going on in the background here. Now, if I had to guess the reason why Adrian was checking his phone, it would be because there's some sort of like a Kuma attack, and he's after this, he's gonna have to make an excuse to Kagami, being like, hey, look, I'm so sorry, I gotta go. And then Kagami's gonna be like, why? And then Adrian's gonna be like, I can't tell you. And then Kagami's gonna be mad after that, right? And so I don't know why Kagami's maybe checking her phone, but maybe she also got an Akuma alert or whatever. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say on this screenshot. Next screenshot is from Gloob. Now, this one's actually quite interesting because it is a screenshot of Adrian's phone. Now, on his phone, we can see a photo of Kagami, and it looks like he just got a message from Kagami. Now, we can see the Ladybug background that he still has on that phone, so if you want to say, like, ooh, maybe he still likes Ladybug, you know, I guess there's a little bit of evidence for you. Now, here's the thing. The hand that's holding this phone does not look like Adrian's hand at all, unless if Adrian just gained, like, a bunch of weight. My first initial thought was, hey, maybe it's like the gorilla bodyguard, but his hand is way bigger than that. Like, I mean, yes, like maybe the thumb proportion looks right, but compared to the size of the phone should be like tiny in his hand. So that's why I don't think it's his, unless if this is just an animation error, which it could very well be. But just saying that this is not Adrian's hand, I don't know whose hand it is, but it definitely is not Adrian's. So that's all I have on Lies. Now we're going to move on to the third episode that's airing this month, or at least the third official confirmed episode airing this month, and that is Gang of Secrets. Now again, this is coming on RTS in Switzerland in French. Now the date is April 17th, again 1 week after the previous episode from RTS. The time is 8:50 a.m. Switzerland time or France time, and that is 2:50 a.m. EST. Now, we don't officially have a synopsis for this, but to briefly describe what's going on in this episode, Marinette gets in a fight with her friends because her friends think that she's keeping secrets, hence why they're called the Gang of Secrets, right? And so after the fight, they get akumatized, and yeah, so Marinette, or I guess more so, Ladybug and Cat Noir have to face off against the 5 Gang of Secrets. Now, this is the 3rd official episode of Season 4, and it's weird because all 3 of the first episodes deal with some sort of secret or people getting angry at secrets. So I don't know if that's going to paint a picture for how the rest of the season's going to go, but just thought it was weird that they decided to put all 3 of these like right one after another, right? So I don't know. Maybe it means something, maybe it doesn't. Now, we don't have any new screenshots regarding this episode, but there has been a lot of promos and clips from that. So just go watch like any of the promos. You'll see clips from this episode pretty much. Now, I thought I'd mention it again. There is a new episode coming out on Gloob, which is in Brazil in Portuguese, on April 13th, which would be before Gang of Secrets. So if this episode happens to be Gang of Secrets, that means it moves up by a few days. But like I said, we don't really know what this episode is going to be yet, because Gloob hasn't confirmed it. It's likely that we will hear about this episode in the coming days or weeks. Like I said before, I think it's highly likely that this is just going to be a rerun of one of the 2 episodes, either Truth or Lies, that we have seen. But there is a possibility that it's Gang of Secrets or Queen Banana. We just don't know yet, so I will keep you updated when we hear new news about that. So I'm just going to show you this calendar again, so that way you can sort of see what's going on here. So the first episode, Saturday, on the 3rd, we have Truth, and then the day after that, we have the Shanghai special, and then a week later, on the 10th, we have Lies, and then in like half a week, we have that unknown Gloob episode, which could be a repeat episode, could be a new one. And then on the 17th, like another half a week later, or 1 week after Lies, we have Gang of Secrets. So that's sort of the game plan for April. Hopefully we don't get any new episodes, because if we get another episode, that's just going to be so much stuff in April. We don't need all that, right? Let's space it out a little bit. But yeah, just wanted to go over that. Now, I do have one little piece of news that's not really too important, but it will hopefully get some of your hopes up for the summer. And that is that Disney Channel USA is going to be airing Season 4 this summer at some point. We don't really know when, it's just going to be in the summer at some point. Now, this will be in the English dub, yay! So I don't know, it's coming out later, so obviously it's not going to be like a new premiere, probably, unless if they premiere some other episodes that are later in the season. But this could be the first opportunity that we get to see new Season 4 episodes in the actual English dub, which is good. Now, keep in mind, Family Channel exists, and they like to air some episodes pretty quickly, too, so I think it's likely that we're going to be seeing English dubs from Family Channel before we see them on Disney Channel USA, but we will just have to wait and see. But yeah, just wanted to put this in here for those of you who are looking out for the English dub, which I think most of us are, because I think if you're watching this video, you probably speak English, so yeah. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy, you can leave a like and subscribe for more content similar to this, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Whatever, you guys can go, but don't count me in.
It's Nino. He's going to the party with Adrian.
Okay, yes, you guys are right. We should totally give Chloe one more chance.